The Singapore Marathon will be run this weekend with close to 40,000 participants. This year's event will feature new routes that offer participants a chance to finish the race at the Singapore National Stadium for the first time. CNA's Paul Sung spoke with event director Santos Kumar and began by asking what it takes to put together a race like this.
We have different stakeholders to speak to and manage. We have our runners, the most important people. We want to give them a great experience at the event. We also have the stakeholders of the city. We want to cause as little disruption as possible and also to elevate experience for them as well. The general public are also part of it. You know, with traffic, road closures, disruption comes into play. How can we embrace them and make them into being part of the event?
Now, the Singapore Marathon is rather unique because it has the status of the World Athletics Gold label. What's that all about?
Well, firstly, it's a prestige for us. We're the only gold label race in Southeast Asia. When you look at the global scale, there are 39 gold label races, 99 in Asia. So yes, prestige, pride, we're super happy and proud about it. But it also means different things for different groups of people. For the elites, it offers one of the highest prize money. The winners get up to 30,000 USD for both male and female as well. For our regular participants, they're just part of a very high standard event. They can use the timing for other races and qualification as well.
Since the iteration of this race, how has it evolved over the years?
Oh wow, it's evolved quite tremendously. I think we went from around 6,000 to 8,000 participants in the year one of SCSM to now, hitting over 40,000 quite comfortably, easily. So that's a big, massive improvement for us. International numbers have also grown for us. 2019 was the first night race. It had a lot of appeal. Internationals were flying in, but this year we've actually crossed that historic high as well. Super happy with the numbers. We're close to 9,000 internationals, this year, and we see that event just growing in appeal, not just locally, but also regionally and globally as well.
How would you describe this year's race?
Well, firstly, for this year, we are here. We're going to be finishing in the stadium for the very first time. We're super excited. It's about innovation. So Finish was an innovation that we tried to focus on this year. It's a great experience for participants and also for spectators as well. We changed the course a little bit. We have entertainment on course. Please come out, support, spectate the race, and I hope the community really feels proud about what we're doing as well.
Sean Goh, a participant of this year's race, has certainly gotten the racing bug. The 26-year-old represented Singapore at the most recent SEA Games in Cambodia in a 10-kilometer race. Though not a medal-winning performance, the reception he received at the event has spurred him to continue to train and compete, taking bigger challenges along the way.
Now, Sean, you've donned the national colours at this year's SEA Games in the 10-kilometer race, and now you're taking on a bigger challenge at the SCSM. What's the appeal of this race to you?
This will be like the first year that I feel I am at a level where I can compete with the local talent in Singapore. I've run Stan Chart for quite a few years. My first one was probably back when I was in secondary school and I did like the 10-kilometer event. At the time, I was just aiming for like finishing, and then subsequently I was just aiming for personal best. And I think this year might be the first year that I feel I'm ready to compete with the local talents, and I hope to do well. And I'm excited to race this Sunday.
Now, you represent Singapore at the SEA Games, and when you compete, some people will recognize you. Is that an added pressure for your expectations of yourself competing?
I mean, most definitely, yes. I'll be lying if I said that there wasn't any extra expectations on me, but I definitely don't let it get to me. I race it like how I would race any other race. I'm always focused on what I can do and not what my competitors do. So I just execute my own race plan, and if that's enough, then it's good. If it's not enough, then I shake my competitor's hand.